What's up, everybody? Welcome to Podcast Now. I'm Alex, and in this video, I want to talk about some concerns about Hogwarts Legacy and Gotham Knights in regards to me. Now, I know I had some people telling me not to make this video, some people telling me to make this video. I wanted to do it. I really did. I understand that it could be a bad idea. I get that maybe my wife is not happy with this. Maybe some of my friends are not happy with this. But I'm going to try and keep it very, very chillaxed, okay? And I want to go over two separate things that happen with Gotham Knights and also with Hogwarts Legacy and discuss my place in them, what people have been saying, and be on. I'm going to be honest. That's really what I want to do here. You could say that I may be feeding into these idiots, and maybe I am, and I will probably address them as such as this video goes on. But in reality, I want to be honest with you guys and open, okay? And if you don't believe me, if you think that I'm making it up, or for whatever you want to think about me, I'm not going to police your thoughts. It's completely, and that's a very important thing in this world. It's a very important thing to this channel. I don't like it. I don't like people calling me things that I'm not, or like saying things about me that are just lies, and they don't know certain things about me or whatever. Like, obviously, I don't like that, but ultimately, it's free speech. I'm a big advocate for like freedom, okay? And you have every right to say and think whatever you want. However, I don't think you're allowed to really spread lies. That doesn't really seem fair, but, again, that's what these videos are to do, to address them. All right, I want to start with Hogwarts Legacy first. So, in the past video, I did a leak video, right? And, a lot of people said that it was fake. That's fine. In fact, I said numerous times that I want to give them the benefit of the doubt, but ultimately, I do believe it's fake. I don't think there's anything wrong with talking about a person that probably is just like, obnoxiously fake, okay? I get that people maybe don't like that. Maybe they think I'm milking it. I mean, ultimately, it's something to talk about. It opens up possibilities for further topics. It opens up, in fact, it did, right? I think tomorrow you guys will see for Hogwarts Legacy, that leak got me thinking about a different topic that I made a video about that goes up tomorrow. So, like, there's more than one reason why I do some of these videos that I do, okay? But one of the biggest things that happened, and I guess you have to have watched that Hogwarts Legacy video. So, Gotham Knights people, skip to, like, the second half of this video, okay? Because I'll do Gotham Knights next. But for the Hogwarts Legacy people, listen up. I know I said I didn't know what Grimwald Place was, okay? Now, listen, because I got so many people, and really, it's not so many people. It's, like, the same 4 to 5 people that just comment and, like, comment on different people's threads. And I know they watch. They kind of watch in secret, and they don't comment, and then they wait for me to mess up, and then they attack. Let me tell you something. Firstly, that's pathetic. Secondly, no, in all honesty, look, I truly have nothing against these people, and I've always said it. I normally say it when people go after me for talking about the games when they didn't exist yet. When I talked about the Harry Potter RPG, when I talked about Batman Arkham, whatever the game was going to be called, normally people would, people call me out, and it's whatever, right? Here's the deal. I talk about a lot of things. I have a lot of things going. I don't have any, like, ADHD, or maybe I don't. Or maybe I do. Maybe I haven't actually been diagnosed. I don't go to the doctors much. But I talk about a lot of things all at once. I talk very, very fast. I talk very, loud, all that kind of stuff. And I'm not making excuses for myself. I didn't know that. I'm not even going to say, like, I made a mistake, because the mistake is I just didn't, like, put 2 and 2 together. Let me make it clear, in case people are still confused, because obviously there's, like, 4 or 5 people that are confused. I've read all the books. Now, did I read all the books yesterday? No. Did I read all the books a week ago? No. I'm 24. I have 2 dogs. I just got a second dog. I have a daughter. I have a wife. I live in a house. I work. I'm busy. Is that clear to people? And it's not like an attack. It's not an excuse or anything. I mess up sometimes. When you make, and I actually have heard other YouTubers say this, when you make as many videos as me, and I would say I'm in, like, the top tier of making videos daily. Now, I'm not in the top tier of, like, quality, okay? I wouldn't say, like, I make the greatest videos of all time, but, like, in terms of how much I do, I make probably, there's not many people you could probably say that make more videos than I do, all right? And when you do that, you can't think of literally everything, all right? So when I forget what Grimwald Place is, okay, and people come at me and saying, you don't read the books, you just make this stuff up, you're idiots. That's literally, there's no, and I'm laughing because I guess I say it, I don't say it harmfully, because I actually want these people that call me these things. I know I'm calling them it, so it's like, is that actually right? I want these people that are saying these things about me, I still want them to watch. I want them to be part of the community. In fact, I've made amends with multiple people in the 6 years I've been on YouTube. People have despised me. They've hated me. They've said some much meaner things than that to me, and we've become okay. And I want that for everybody. And that's why I actually have hope for videos like this, because I've done it before. Because there's been people that have taken big shots at me that I've made amends with. And like, not even like, not other YouTubers, I mean commenters that actually realize, okay, I didn't see it that way. I didn't know what you meant by that. All stuff like that. So again, let me make it clear. I've watched the movies. I've played some games, but I've watched the movies. I've read the books, okay? I haven't done it 100 times. I don't have time for that, okay? And you could say, well, what? And this is the funniest one, and I'll kind of leave it because I have to still talk about the Gotham Knights stuff. When people say you shouldn't make Harry Potter videos if you don't know this or that, who, like, is that, like, that's about the dumbest thing you could say. You know what I mean? Who is, why are you the judge of that? I can make whatever video I want. You can make whatever video you want. And I implore people that say stuff like that say you can't make these videos if you don't know this, or you don't read the books, you don't read the movies. Well, you know what? Why don't you guys, you make the videos, I'll watch them, and I will critique you. You know, I'm making the videos. I don't see these people that, by the way, I'm being very sarcastic. I'm being very light because I get that's how the internet is. Everybody attacks, but they don't do it themselves. You know what I mean? They say, oh, this video isn't this or that, or you forgot to say this, but you didn't make a video. And they're like, well, you're the one making the video. And that's literally how the internet works. I'm not saying like I expect like a radical change in that department, but let me make that clear, okay? I've done all that stuff. Sometimes I don't think of it all the way through, okay? Also, he misspelt it, so when I went to look it up, I couldn't find it because I was spelling it exactly how he spelt it, okay? Now, maybe I should have realized, and I should have. I didn't know that fact about, like, I forgot it. I guess I didn't know it because I did watch the movies, I did read the books, but again, I haven't done them 100 times. I don't read them daily, okay? If you guys do, that's awesome, but I just don't do that, okay? So going forward, I'm still gonna make Hogwarts Legacy videos. If I make a mistake, big whoop. We're all in the same group. There's no channel that's covered Hogwarts Legacy as much as me. Let me just kind of stroke my own ego there, okay? If you think there's another channel that can do it better, that's fine. I'm at least the most consistent. I've been covering it for the longest. I've been covering it the most, okay? I think that gives me some sort of, not an award. I don't want an award, but I think that gives me something, okay? Number 2, Gotham Knights. This one's funny. This one I don't actually think is anybody in the comments. Now, there are people in the Gotham Knights community that hate me. That's absolutely for sure. I've talked about it before. I am definitely an outcast even in the Gotham Knights community, like bigger, like YouTube channels. I'm an outcast. That's fine. I have nothing against it. I actually kind of like being an underdog and not really being talked about. In fact, I would prefer not being talked about, right? There was some Reddit stuff, and this one, again, this is just flat out more funny. The Hogwarts Legacy stuff, I think, was a little bit more serious because at least they're on YouTube. The Reddit stuff, it's actually twice. The one person sent me a Reddit thread, or Reddit, I guess, post. It was me and Slickmoff, and they were going after me and Slickmoff. And then Jay, Degenerate Jay, he posted yesterday or 2 days ago another Reddit thread that was me, Slickmoff, and Jay, all in the same one talking about it. So I actually, and Jay wasn't in both. Slickmoff was. I was actually mentioned first in both. So what I'm trying to do here, by the way, is I'm trying to take credit for it, that I'm clearly the most unpopular because I'm like spreading through Reddit. To be quite honest with you, I've tried to look myself up on Reddit and I can't find myself because when you type in podcast, obviously that like destroys any algorithm and you can't really find me. Even if you do podcasts now, a lot of the results are like check out this podcast now, like now up, stuff like that. So I can never actually find, like I've tried. I want to see if people are, again, I don't cry about this stuff. I don't pace back and forth. I mean, you guys see right here, like this, I don't make even these videos about it. I'm doing this kind of for fun and to set the record straight in some ways, at least for Hogwarts Legacy, right? But I don't like cry. I don't stay up at night like thinking about this. It's the Reddit stuff is hilarious, okay? So again, that's just more towards fun. Again, people, here's what I want to say about Gotham Knights. If you guys have made it this far in the video, by the way, thank you. I definitely appreciate it. The issue with Gotham Knights is I think people kind of bow down, is that the right way of saying it, to Warner Bros. Montreal and Gotham Knights too much. And again, I'm not telling you what to do. You can do absolutely whatever you want. If you want to blindly love them, like they're your overlords, and I know I say that kind of in a negative way, but if truly you want to do that, I have nothing against it. Go ahead, do it, because I'm not you, you're not me, you can do whatever you want. You know what I mean? But the way I see it is, and basically, if you guys don't know, and I'm sure I've showed you guys the pictures already in this video, calling me basically that I'm toxic, or calling me that I'm really, what I like to think of it is they don't like that I'm being critical of it. And I know I've talked about it before, where it's like people have told me, hey, you can't say anything negative about the game until it comes out. Well, we probably shouldn't say anything good about the game until, in fact, we should probably just not cover the game at all until it releases. And I know there's some people that think that that's just the dumbest thing I could ever think of. There's no YouTube channel that actually does that. When people tell me, hey dude, you really and this is how I imagine they say this, hey dude, you really milk these videos, you should wait until more info is out to talk about it. Who's doing that? Who is waiting until the game releases to talk about? I mean, I'm sure there's some, but they don't do it the same way that I do it, or Slickmuff, or Jay, or any of them do it. You know what I mean? So really, I kind of take credit in, or I take like praise in that the Reddit community doesn't like me, because in reality, I see them as maybe the most die-hard Batman fans, which is that's I guess a praise, but that's also a very, very negative thing, because I see these people as unwilling to handle criticism. And I know when I tweeted that out, that's what a lot of people said to me, is they can't handle having anything critical to say about the game. You know what I mean? So if I say it could be a game, and by the way, I never said it will be a game as a service. I said it could be. I said Warner Bros. Montreal could have lied to us. I didn't say they did lie. I said they could have lied. But even just saying that alone obviously makes these people very, very upset. You can't say anything negative. And again, if you think that, if you're part of that, that's fine. You can do that. You can do that. I would personally say it's not fine, though. I would say that that's kind of that's not a great spot to be in. You never want to give complete trust and faith, really. I mean, obviously, there's some people in your life, right? Like your loved ones and your friends and stuff. Well, there's obviously people that you put a lot of, trust into. But, politicians, Hollywood, and I know those are very, very different than this. But even game developers, I mean, they're not gods. They're not these deities, right? They make a ton of mistakes. They lie all the time. They are not very consistent. If you saw CD Projekt Red, have you seen Naughty Dog? Have you seen really any? There's very few companies that are actually like just nonstop making amazing game after amazing game. Okay, and so they're not. I would say I would never look at them as, oh my God, these are like our overlords. Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir. Anything you say, sir. Like I would never do stuff like that. And to me, this Reddit community, that's what I kind of sense from them, is like anything they say, it's just, oh my God, like bowing down to them. And if you say anything against them, well, you just must be crazy. You know what I mean? And that's I don't think that's healthy. And that's the Gotham Knights stuff. That's the Reddit stuff. You have to be able to be critical. You can't go in thinking that this game is going to be an absolute perfect game. And you know what? If you do, and then the game isn't, you're going to be upset too. And then your own community is going to turn against you. And that's what always happens, by the way, is these people attack each other. If there's something in this game that maybe one of those people don't like, I pray for them, because if they put that in the Reddit thread, they're going to get destroyed, because they're going to be like, well, you can't say anything negative about this game. That's our whole motto: no negativity about the game. You know what I mean? And that's I think how they operate. So that was a funny one. Reddit's funny. Reddit's really, really funny. The Hogwarts Legacy stuff, I feel, is more annoying. That's why I wanted to cover that as well. So let me know. Again, thank you so much if you guys have made it all the way through this video. But let me know what you guys think about all that stuff. As always, make sure you're subscribed, bell icon turned on. If you guys did like this kind of video, I can definitely do it more often in the future. I don't want to make like defense videos nonstop, but I think here and there, this one I think was rather productive. Okay, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you all on the next video.